Democrat strategist Michael LaRosa joins me now. Good evening. Good to see you. Happy Halloween. So, I know that AOC announced the other day the Democrats are not crazy, but when you look at some of that, it's kind of hard to say that they're not crazy.
Yeah, after hearing your entire monologue, Charlie, it's a little hard not to feel like we're a big ship taking on water in every direction sometimes. And there are some communicators for the Democratic Party who I would just love to see communicate a little less. But I do think you'll probably be reading from a different script next week. I think that the tide will shift. Nothing's frozen in politics. And next week, after the elections in New Jersey, Virginia, and California, which will reset and even up the score heading into the midterms on redistricting, I think Democrats will feel a little more spring in their step.
Well, certainly going into Virginia and New Jersey, they're both solidly Democrat states. But the fact that we're even talking about races there, I think, is probably pretty alarming for Democrats.
No, not really. We're always talking about the election preceding the midterms because we both sides feel that they are harbingers for things to come. Just like when Glenn Youngkin won the governorship of Virginia 4 years ago, Republicans thought there was a chance they could keep it again. And Jack Ciattarelli came very close to beating Phil Murphy 4 years ago as well in a shocker.
So then let's get you on the record for this. I like this. So if Jack Ciattarelli wins in New Jersey or Jason Miyares wins in Virginia, would you say that's a 5-alarm fire for Democrats?
Yes.
Okay. We'll get you back for that.
You can have me back, and we will break that down. But yes, I don't foresee. I see Miyares winning.
You feel confident that that's not going to happen?
I think that the Democrats will likely win both states.
Right.
But if I'm wrong, I will come back and hash it out with you.
Sure.
For sure.
No, and for sure, Democrats should, especially considering the fact that not only are they Democrat states, but you also have a Republican in the White House, and usually these off-year midterm, middle midterms or whatever you want to call them, go against the party in power.
Correct.
Let me ask you about this. So food stamps run out tomorrow.
Right.
Bipartisan majorities have voted in both chambers of Congress to keep the government open at Biden spending levels.
Yes.
Democrats in the Senate, a minority of Democrats in the Senate, or a Democratic minority, is filibustering this. How does that not wind up hurting Democrats when food stamps run out tomorrow?
Well, a couple things. There's a bit of a quagmire here. So you have Democrats who have successfully elevated the issue of health care nationally as a tactic, but has nothing to do with keeping the government funded and reopening it up. But they're successfully using it as leverage, which, by the way, is not unusual. That is politics. That is governing. That's always been the case within Congress. And Republicans, I would say, they passed a clean CR, a clean government funding bill for the first time in a long time. But it is Biden spending levels. It is a Biden budget that Democrats have already voted for. Right. But you would think that Republicans also might want to help save that subsidy in the end. It would be politically advantageous for both parties to do that. Indeed.
Michael LaRosa, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Good to see you.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.